So we got Dukes of Hazzard facing off against IAM. This is the other semifinals. And a nice little transition into this game. I don't know what map this is, of course. I'm guessing it's second map. Just based on the time. We'll see. Eminence getting his back turned and almost burned off with lightning gun up the pooper. Oh, and it will be 0-4 getting the kill. So, we see double return of the flags. Spark's going to try to make his way out. He's looking for some kind of resource anywhere, somewhere, anything. Nothing is doing for him, so he makes his move. And he actually is across center. We'll be able to pick up the RA. And with this health...
And that's actually really good for him because Cruz is already back in his base, but he's by himself and taking it from both sides. He's able to take down Coffee Beans, but coming up the jump pad, he's going to be taking a bit more shaft. He finally has a teammate to come and help with the recover. And oh, there's a tasty mega health just to keep him alive. But that was only the first assault.
Sparks is under pressure.
Cruz is down on armor. Okay, now we're getting Sparks under.
The other flag is down. Grab. Jones has it to bring it home for cap number 5.
A good rebound for sure.
Indeed.
But 5-0. Geez, this is a bit of a blowout for IAM here. Sparks, Rafa, Eminence, and Coffee Beans is who they're facing up against. Rafa right now. Have we ever seen Rafa not play just a full out, you know, don't grab anything, just run offensive position? Because right now he's at 26 frags and 63 deaths.
Hey, whatever works.
but it's not working.
I know. I was hoping you wouldn't pick up on that.
Okay. Glad we're on the same page here.
I think Rafa literally has just been playing team deathmatch and duel, nothing else. He's just preparing for DreamHack, and he's just here for fun.
Yeah.
So maybe he's like, let me figure out how to play Quake with my brain off, and just go plus forward, and see what happens. Maybe maybe he's just taking a mental break. I don't know. We'll see. Either way, because sometimes it is kind of fun just to see if you can get into the base and like sneak away with the flag. It's not very effective unless you're ID, but he doesn't really just run in. He's actually really cautious, so there's a lot more finesse than most people will notice.
All right, but either way, with less than 4 minutes left off the clock, and it being 5-0, IAM is being fairly conservative right here, especially at 0-4, picking nice rails up across mid. We have a couple of players coming across it, but they're not quite eager to edge out and grab that railgun yet. So that's going to be keeping them a little bit slower than usual. But 0-4 needs to be careful, as always, because we've seen him, you know, forget about the rear before. But, oh, turning that grenade right into the water just at the right time to cold down another offensive push. And 0-4 is going to be stacked up to the teeth. So, yeah, 0-4, always the boss on this kind of thing. But actually, a little uncharacteristically, he's actually got 21 deaths so far here.
Yeah, but maybe that's just props to the offense. They can get him dead, but not get the caps.
Yeah. But hey, fragging 0-4 is an achievement all of its own.
It really should be a Quake Live achievement. Whoa, ID actually. Did you see that? A little bit of a skip there. That was weird.
Yeah.
Let's follow him.
That's the finesse you were talking about.
Yeah, we have the mutual pickup there. Rafa, I believe, has the other flag. ID is able to get across, and with all momentum, ID is home and waiting for the flag to be returned. Going to rocket jump to the Mega. I'm going to go watch Rafa as he's defending. In a lot of trouble, though. And nice. Jones goes through the teleporter. The flag is out. Let's watch ID. He's under pressure. Lost all of his armor. Rafa picks up the flag from whence he dropped it. And we do see a return. Jones is sitting on the spot.
Oh, nice rail, but it's actually going to be catapulting Jones a bit more forward. Coffee Beans is up top, though, so that could be a chance meeting that he doesn't want to have. But, oh, Coffee Beans knocked down, and he's got a tasty rail waiting for him at the bottom. So, yeah, this match is essentially over. We have 1 minute and 30 seconds left on the clock. And even if this turns into a standoff, it's not going to be doing Doe any good.
Doe indeed. That's what they all say. They all say Doe. Jones is going to look for an exit back to his base. He's actually been spotted. He's going to use a med kit. Take out Coffee. Piece of cake, piece of cake. He still hasn't gotten the go-ahead. If he takes out 3, uh-oh, the flag's been returned. And looks like we're going to see cap number 6. There it is. I am taking it away from Doe. It's hard to play while wearing Daisy Dukes.
Everything gets all bunched up.
Yeah. Quite, oh, a little telefrag action. A little bit of a nice way to round out the round.
Well, strangely enough, the semifinal matches for the upper bracket have been a bit more decisive than the first round, but hey, it's the way it goes.
Yeah, I'm going to watch ID as he tries to make an escape. Sparks will go down. He will go down. Flag's returned. Wow. Raffle will cap 6-1. At least they don't go out with a goose egg.
It's like getting the cherry on top without getting the rest of the sundae.
Alrighty. So that's going to wind this one up, and we've got a very decisive win by I Am.
But nobody's leaving. Is there a tiebreaker?
Ooh, maybe we're coming in on a tiebreaker.
All right, so it is a tiebreaker. Go figure. So apparently the Dukes of Hazzard was able to take away the first map, and I'm not sure what that was. But it all come down. Shining Forces, which I still think should be a an 80s hair glam band, which will take away from your precious brink time. But anyways.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but then actually after that, yeah, I will be taking a little bit of a break from Quake in order to cover Brink stuff. But we are live in the CTF Draft 2K11 tiebreaker match between Dukes of Hazzard and I Am. We've got Sparks moving out to center along with a teammate. He's going to get potentially double teamed. No, single teamed by ID. Things kind of came in succession there, so ID is being very cautious as he tries to figure out. Oh, he actually did not spot Sparks. Ooh, man, up that FOV ID. Did not Sparks and got blindsided.
And Sparks is actually taking a bit of damage at Red Armor, and ooh, before Red Armor comes up, he was obviously wanting to set up for a grab, but now he's been pushed out of it completely, doing quite a bit of damage against ID, all things considered, but that'll draw ID back up top map with Regen sitting up there, and I believe it would also be I Am picking up that last Red Armor. So I Am is, all things considered, fairly well set up for a push, but Cruz will just be holding down mid for now, looking for the second Red Armor before he moves in with his Regen. So not a bad play at all, but if pressure keeps coming from the Dukes of Hazzard, that might not pan out.
Yeah, he's not even able to get out of center, so very nice work by Dukes. And I like the caution by Sparks here, letting his teammate kind of take the brunt of that damage. He's trying to get a hold on Red Armor. He's lost his regen, so he's vulnerable here. Oh, and there's ID coming back just in time. Look at that. Fantastic work.
Oh, good round.
He goes down, but quite frankly, he kept the Red Armor from coming into play, so he's done his job.
And with Eisen Cruz spawning back up, relatively close to mid, so he's able to respond to this fairly decently, even though he's only got that plasma. But it takes down Sparks a new way, and what would usually just be an innocuous frag, with Red Armor coming up and mid to play for, even with regen / haste not really coming up for a while. This is a good time to be making a good solid push. Cruz isn't really in a great place to be doing that, but he's in an excellent position to provide a little bit of backup. But it doesn't actually look like I Am is going to be making the full push for it. It looks like Cruz is going to be taking a lot of things into his own hands, but that'll be leaving Sanity to get a flag grab himself. Cruz will also be getting that grab, and
I'm going to follow Sanity.
He's brought himself back up above 100 health. He's back up top map through mid, and it looks like the flag carriers could have a meeting here pretty soon. No, we've got one more enemy player chasing down Cruz. Cruz is going to crater, but he's on the jump pad, a rather difficult place to get it returned, but there it is. And we might, in fact, see a Dukes of Hazzard cap here.
No, we won't. Jones got it done. Jones got the return as Sanity tried to dive in and get the return on the flag. So, oh, looks like Jahar just disconnected.
Resetting my sound server.
It's all good. It's all good. We got Sparks with haste. And he takes it back to his own team's base to hand it off to Rafa, who has a bit of a stack. So let's see if he's able to use this to great effect. A little bit of caution. Walks into 0-4 and takes down the mentor. Let's go. actually see what ID's doing to get out of this base. I'm checking on that haste if ID gets in trouble. Looks like Rafa died, and so does ID. No, we got a pickup though, and the flag is out and returned. Dukes of Hazzard seems like the pressure's been pretty much one-sided. I am is the one putting the Dukes in sort of a bad spot. Coffee Bean dropping back in order to be defense, dropping off all of his weapons, and he just takes it because he doesn't need it. There we go.
Nice shots here by Coffee Beans, and this is a real important time for them to kind of call off any kind of offense. But it's going to keep on coming from the sound of it. Coffee Beans is looking to have a good angle for his rail, but he's going to be kind of second response here. ID is going to be trying to RJ out of there. Rafa is ready with the rail to get the return. So now it looks like we have the dust settling a little bit over their base, but Sparks is going to be able to get a grab of his own. Jones getting the return, so this will mean that mid will be the major thing to play for. ID trying to break on out of there, but Rafa once again take him out, but it looks like there was a bit of a mutual damage situation there.
Yeah, I'm following Rafa now. Got the flag in play. It looks like it was not returned. It will be returned here, but now, you know, I'm a little bit curious because like who's setting up for Mega Regen? It's up in about 5 seconds. I don't see anyone up here. There's someone close by. Ah, ID is up here. And actually, it looks like they got a pincer move. ID and 04 have this on hold, and a little bit of a delay on the pickup.
But that means there's better timing on the red armor. Sparks is able to get a little bit of damage off, getting ID down to 6 health. But ID will still have plenty of time on that regen to recoup on that. Unfortunately for him, though, all the red armor's gone, so he's going to be going full force into the base here, having to fight for every shot that he's getting. Taking down Sparks, however, but he's got a rail to work with. He should be able to at least be a thorn in the base's side until somebody else can come in for a better angle. There we go.
Indeed. Let's see if Cruz can get away.
He's actually got a teammate with him, behind him.
Yeah, the teammate needs to get out in front and don't push, because turning corners is where you die if you're not being cautious. That being said, I think Cruz has brought this thing home.
There it is.
And it will all come together. Very nice. So, one thing I want to mention, because we got a couple people that have joined us kind of late stream here. This is a CTF draft, meaning that these players aren't necessarily playing on their normal teams. The draft happened 1 week ago, so that's how long these guys have known who they're playing with and who they might be playing against. So there's, you know, the potential for teamwork is a little bit curtailed by that short time, but it also opens up, I think, a lot more interesting play, because we're seeing, you know, for example, a team with Coffee Beans, Rafa, Sparks, and Sanity. I mean, how many times do you get to see that?
Once.
Yeah. And so by virtue of being a draft, you know, it's not like we're seeing like EG or something. But
well, we are seeing EG. They're just not all on the same team.
Yeah. So I just wanted to kind of explain that. We've been going since 3 p.m. this afternoon, so a little over 3 hours. And this is currently the semifinals matchup tiebreaker between I Am and Dukes of Hazzard. And
with I Am up one cap, I mean, caps generally come few and far between on this map. Coffee Beans is going to be able to get a return, but he's got to make sure he's ready for the next assault. Dropping down there for more LG ammo, very cool, but is that potentially going to leave him out of the loop?
Yeah, watch Sparks with his haste, man. He's making his way. Yeah. He's got armor.
Oh, okay. He does have haste. There we go.
Yeah. And
so he's making his way in, but look at this. 3 defenders. He's able to take down ID. Still got 2 barreling down on him, with the 4th coming from behind, but that means that the base is completely open for an I Am Cruz grab. He's out with 83 health, but it looks like Rafa's going to be able to take him down. Oh no, but ID's got the rebound. Coffee Beans will finally be sending it back over. By that time, he's out into mid. Red Armor's just below him, and he's going to be in a perfect place to come in and assist his team with that grab.
Yeah, Red Armor's actually taken. I'm just trying to see who grabbed it. And probably was the guy with 4 armor, Rafa maybe? I don't know, but yeah, it seems like, no, I guess not Rafa, but the armor really is such a hot contention spot. We're not seeing it really come into play for flag runs, because it's getting burned off so effectively.
Nice rocket by Z4. And holding down onto mid a little bit longer here. I like this kind of slow crawl that he's putting out.
Yeah, by the way, 1 death for Jones.
Wow.
7 deaths for Z4, 9 deaths for Rafa. Everyone else is double digits.
Yeah.
So
and Jones has 73% rail.
Yeah.
This is Jones.
Yeah, exactly. Now I kind of focus on defense and get that sort of slower pace for a second.
And Jones hanging back, looking for the rail shots.
Yeah, it's actually quite quiet over here on IM. I guess all the action's over for Red's defense. Let's watch Coffee for a minute.
Yeah, 04 has been playing a kind of a strange position. You know, not quite mid. He's been playing in the first third or so of the map, but he's able to communicate to Jones very effectively where everybody's coming from, and he can effectively move to the item when it comes up. It's going to be a regen, and he's already dealt out the damage. He's down to 31 health. He's going to be able to take up 50 and a green here, but that still leaves him fairly weak for moving into the base. He's got 15 seconds left on the regen, though, so the longer he waits, the better things are going to be. But he needs to be in the right position for it. I mean, he really needs to draw.
He needs to hit his shots, quite frankly.
Yeah.
That
beautiful rail.
That opening shot where his opponent had his back turned really kind of threw everything off, and by the time his opponent turned around, it was no longer the best idea. You know, he'd opened up angles and whatnot, and he was just open to a lot of incoming fire, so it all kind of went up in his face there.
Well, it is harder to track people who aren't paying attention to you.
Yeah, actually, there is some truth to that, because of course people will usually dodge in a very certain way.
Yeah.
You know, because they're expecting the shot, so you can expect them to move. And sometimes it's hilarious to watch a player quote-unquote dodge by literally not dodging at all, just standing still. But that being said, Rafa picks up RA. We've got about 35 seconds to a power-up. Rafa's going to go O first. And he gets 04 spawning right next to him, puts him down with 3 rockets.
Burns off a lot of that armor, though. The 50 health is available, but he won't be getting anywhere near it with Jones doing what Jones does.
Yeah, I love that Jones has a lightning gun, that he's not afraid to use it. He got a little bit hasty with it before. Whoops, forgot the armor. There we go.
Nice, and this 2-man defense is actually really working out well for IM. The positioning has been really effective. But that means that the item is up. Rafa's got the grab, but oh wow, he gets absolutely nowhere with it. 04 is going to be getting a little bit of distance with that haste, but at the end of days, I think it's going to end up in Eisenkreuz's hands. No, 04 off the spawn, gets it handed off to him, and he's coming back into base. What is available to him right now?
He needs weapons.
He's looking for a rail at the very least, yeah. But that'll mean that Rafa will be able to barge on in and go in for a grab, but beyond a little bit of pole action, it won't be getting that far.
Yeah, and this is, yeah, kind of a wasted haste. That being said, I am still in the lead, so they can do whatever the fuck they want with their power-ups. They don't have to use them for real. They will need, probably want to have one more cap, just to feel that security.
But there's been actually a lot of flag grabs lately.
Yeah.
Both of them out on the field right now. Sparks is actually up with 100 health. Doubling back, though.
Yeah, well, he doesn't have timing on their armor. He wants it because he feels vulnerable. And he doesn't have a teammate. You can see with the little teammate pips. There we go. He's been joined by one teammate. They actually passed him. Let's see if that's going to be a problem.
You just want to play brink.
What happened to his teammate?
Wow, that was actually really good LG. 04 was about to cream him against that wall. But now he's maybe not safely, but he's back to his own base.
Get a rail. There you go. All right.
And now he can defend himself here.
Yeah. Let's look at the other carrier. It's ID. So we have ourselves a standoff. ID is pretty well stacked. Has armor. Has weapons. Back over to Sparks. Sparks is venturing out pretty far here. Oh, and we have a pause.
I don't see anybody 999ing out.
Me either.
But where Sparks is right now, he could be trapped out fairly quickly. He's going to need to get back to the rear of his base while laying down some defensive rockets. Actually, he's going to play the pillar a little bit more, letting his teammates flood around the other angles of it. So that, hey, GG there.
Well, and he was smart to circle back to the armor, and this is why he's poking out so much. You know, these shards and that green armor. I mean, look at that. He's at 150 armor rather than just about 90 something. So you know, really nice play by Sparks, and this is actually a pretty good place to be. You just need to really watch out because you can have a player sneak up behind you, the jump pad behind you if they take the lower route and come up. So you need to have really good communication.
Yeah.
Sparks
on the flip side, ID is putting his back against the wall a little bit more towards the rear end of the base, but he's hitting every rail that is offered to him, and even though he's getting a little bit more pressure, he's keeping it off and pretty effectively. We do have a flag handoff to Rafa.
Yeah. I guess Sparks really wanted to go O. Now ID's being forced out to the top side of the base. He's actually not terribly well off.
Wow. Were you watching Rafa?
No, I just switched over to him.
Too bad.
So like hero hold mode?
Rafa's actually breaking into mid, doing a ton of damage without taking anything. Alright, 0-4 is finally coming to break him out. At least take away his green armor, but Rafa doesn't really need that all that much at the moment.
Yeah. Especially with these shards and greenies, and then by the time he comes back, the armor will be up.
But he keeps throwing pot shots out towards red armor, which is at least doing a fairly good job of keeping the opponents off his back.
Yeah, ID's getting wow, really pressured here. Sparks, who we saw make the handoff to Rafa, is the one that gets the massive damage in on ID. He's only got 45 health. Sparks isn't looking the right way, though, as he respawns and jumps back in. There's still someone in the back of the base ID's worried about. So yeah, ID's on the run, and he's got to go out to center map to collect some health, and he's been spotted. He hits a beautiful rocket against Sanity, but he's really exposed here. And finally back to the armor.
With Rafa's aid, I mean, lower mid is being held down fairly effectively. Rafa breaking out the top mid in order to take down Cruz, and he's got the regen, Rafa with the regen, so now everybody else on his team can feel fairly free to go against the flag carrier, and that means that the wingmen on IM have a really difficult decision to make for the next 15 seconds.
Yeah. I'm going to watch ID because I do expect him to be under pressure. Oh, the yellow armor stolen, and Sparks puts in the damage. 44 health for ID as he exits that fight, but oh man, he has to go out to center map to collect resources. And he hears someone above him. He's all the way out to center map now. This is terrible. He's able to collect red armor.
And on Rafa's side of things, it's been like, you know, a Steven Seagal movie. They're coming at him one at a time. They're lining up, and this is Rafa we're talking about. You don't want to go one-on-one on Rafa.
Jones recollects. Rafa is still defending himself. Cruz goes down, back over to Jones.
Nice. So Jones is comparatively weak here.
Yeah, he really
Better
is.
have good communication with his teammate. I mean, we could hear somebody coming in from above. That's going to flush him out, knock him out of position for a little bit, and now he's got to be very sneaky. Especially with enemies spawning right in front of him. He's able to do damage, but that forces him up the jump pads and into Sparks' hands. But he's able to get in the damage.
Excellent.
Yeah, that was...
and get a tasty excellent as well. So well played there, but he's playing on a thin rope right now.
Indeed, but he's back in time for the armor. So, you know, with a little bit, like if he can get himself the other shards and this green armor, then he will be over 100 armor. Yeah, I might have gone for those shards, I don't know.
So Rafa is the one man standing on a huge stack. Jones is
Actually, Rafa's lost most of his armor stack.
Okay, well, on the flip side, it could be said that Jones is mostly relying on communication with his teammates, just like he was when he was playing D. And so this is actually a pretty good setup for him. Now we have the pressure coming onto Rafa.
Although Sanity just, dropped in on Jones, knocked off half of his armor. Rafa has lost everything. He's down to 26 health. He gets railed from one side. ID takes him down to about 22 health. Rafa backs into the RA and just goes toe-to-toe with Cruz. And runs the fuck away. And he's like, you better not take that armor. I am leaving this team.
Rocket was just a hair too late.
Yeah. So Jones surviving as well. A lot of pressure happening on both sides at the same time. Sanity missing one rocket, hitting a second. The other one gets body blocked. 3 guys against Jones right now, but the flag has been returned and he gets the cap just in time. And we see immediately both caps picked up. ID is about to make his exit. He doubles back because he gets under pressure. I think that was maybe Rafa or Jones. Sanity takes him down. And the other flag carrier is still in play. It's Coffee Beans, and he's at center, facing off against... Uh-oh. He's got his entire team waiting up top near Haste. And the flag has been returned. Rickroll.
All right, so 1 minute and 30 seconds left, and that whole gamut of standoff there, that Rafa really had a good position for a while, but he was very willing to kind of give it up in favor of doing a bit more damage and helping out the rest of his team. And that eventually snowballed, and now we've got a full 2-flag lead for IAM. It could be 3-flag here pretty soon, but the worst part of that is, at least as far as Dukes of Hazzard is concerned, is that we've got 1 minute left on the clock.
Indeed.
1 minute warning.
And there's cap number 3. Cap number 3 has happened, and I'm sad to say, it's the kind of thing where Doe played a gamble. They said, okay, let's send 3 on 0. You can handle yourself, right? Right. And had they been able to hang on to the flag for just a few more seconds, Jones was facing off against 3 players and went down almost immediately. So,
yeah.
I understand the gamble. It just didn't quite pan out. So, it then ends us up with a 3-cap game to nothing rather than a 1-1. This is a best of 3. The grand finals will be a best of 5. And just as a reminder, this is a double elimination bracket, so we are just now deciding who's going to be playing in the winner's bracket, and that will be IAM versus Flawless, which we will move on to post-haste. Get it?
I get it.
Who wins?
Down a little bit. Yeah, we've got Hats and CMD faced off in the first round. Then we had Thundercats facing off against You Know It, and it looks like Thundercats prevailed. Well, I think that CMD no-showed, so Hats took it, and they went on to the second round of the lower bracket. Evasion and Hats faced off, and I don't think we have an update for that game just yet.
Not yet, no.
Yeah, and then Dukes of Hazzard, of course, we saw just now lost a few seconds ago. They're going to have to play against Thundercats, and that will put them into the third round lower bracket. All right, we're in, and it looks like this is underway. Yeehaw. Oops. And let me see. Oh, wow, I left that running. Hopefully I have enough hard drive space on my VOD thingy. Oh, look at that. Doe's even on the red team. That's nice. So let me get Meow for the blue team. Meow, bitches. Alright, there we go. We are scoreless about 6 minutes in, actually. Dukes of Hazzard, as we've seen a couple times today. The new team we're looking at, though, is going to be Avenge, Stained, KGB, and Sean DeHoggy. And I think we're all good. I want to make sure I didn't forget anything in terms of... Yeah, okay. So I guess we're all up. Since people are asking me to show teams and stuff. I guess that means they can see the stream okay. Are you in? You make it in? You're good?
I don't see that you're in yet.
Do you have maybe Stain on your list? Or... trying to think who else you might have on your friends list. Yeah, this is one of those hidden servers.
There we go.
Okay, cool. Cool. You got it. Oh, I forgot to turn off the music. Shit, give me 1 second. I was like, oh, what's that in the background, man? God. Alright, we're back. Just in time for regen. Good times. There we go. We're good. We're good.
Yes.
So Ralph is making an attack. And Rocket jumps right into Stain's rocket, and or Sean's rocket rather. It might have been Stained actually, but either way, Rafa goes down. So we're still scoreless, 7 minutes in. So this is how it's going to work, guys. This is lower bracket round 2 of all things. And we got a bit of a timeout, so this is nice timing for me to talk about this. So what we're going to do is cover this, and then when we're done with this, we're going to the winner bracket finals, which has been, yeah, like kind of just waiting. Apparently people wanted to eat food or something, I don't know. But it's fucking lightweights. We're used to casting like 14 hours, eh?
Yeah. I wanted to dream about fast food, though. No fast food where I live. Stain, though, taking a quick look at him, and he's actually the defensive player on Meow, really? Thundercats with 14-0 as his KDR.
I mean, it should have been like Roar or something, because Meow seems kind of like, you know, kitty kitty. It wasn't Thunder Kitty, it was Thundercats, man. Out on the prowl. Yeah.
God damn it. Please don't. I'm not going to be able to sport an erection for a week. Okay, just think about Caps, the music. Okay. Erection incoming. Anyway, 8 minutes into this.
Wait, what?
Beautiful, beautiful run for Rafa, though, with a beautiful rocket jump up. He's still got medkit in hand.
Oh, he's
we've
about to
also
use it,
got
though.
Avenge making a bit of a run himself. Rafa, though, will be able to get back on through here. Rafa is back into base, and this could be, it should
Avenged.
be.
Yeah, Avenged bringing it home.
Yep.
Very nice. Meow, meow, meow. Meow mix, meow mix. I like the cat tricks. We got a 1-0 game. And it was, you know, it took about 8 minutes to get that cap, but I can live with that.
Question is, can the Dukes of Hazzard live with that?
By the way, Chris just said, please, Grease, I want to get laid sometime this week. Rafa's on the way out. He's kind of weak, but let's see if he can bring it home. The other flag is already in play. I'm going to hop over to the other carrier. It is Sean DeHockey.
Push out, though. He's most of the way through mid. He's stopping, though, to deal with Eminence, which is all the time that the enemy team needed to crowd in on him. So I'm not quite sure what the pause was all about there.
Yeah, it was an eminently bad decision. What? I got some food. I'm good. I'm good to go. Avenge now trying to make it home.
Hopping right over an enemy player just as he spawns up, getting railed back into his own base. So thank you. That will be cap number 2. It's going to be a major mosh pit in the Thundercats dome right now.
Well played, sir. What is that? We got fucking teams named Thundercats and Dukes of Hazzard. We better not, you know, waste this opportunity. This will never come around again.
Brain is going to turn to mush. Avenged waiting for targets for the rail. He's missing it, though. Eminence is pushing on out. Avenged looking, all right, I could wait behind this wall. I could do that.
They'll never find me, man. It's like secret, super secret Quake feature, yeah.
Good job, 9X.
Yeah, did my follow power-up not work? I don't know. Oh, 9X. They're talking 9X, my bad. Poor guy needs to put all this stuff into his config. Yeah, I would say right now, Doe isn't really, like, the defense has some holes. 2 quick caps within about 2 minutes. So let's see if they can lock it down and slow down the pace a little bit, turn things into their favor. We got regen coming up in about 20 seconds. I want to see who's setting up for that.
I'm wondering if Sparks is going to go for that right now because he's still got a few seconds before Mega to come up, and he's generally the defensive player here. Rafa running out with 1 health. Won't be able to get very far.
Flag still in play.
Flag is, it's picked back up, but not for very long. KGB will be getting the return there, and KGB has got the regen and a red armor, so this is looking to be a very good start off. Question is medkit available? Nope, not right now, but he'll be able to break out into mid and through mid without taking any damage. A little bit slower, and he had 1 little piece of damage kicking him in the ass as he went along. So now he's looking for a good way in, but I get the feeling that Doe knows exactly where he is.
Yeah, I think you saw a guy on his screen go across the bridge. I think he was waiting for a teammate. And I guess his teammate's already dead, considering that Eminence was out there with
He won't be able to get a Mega Steal here, but he can troll out some time and maybe get in this LG. But no, Sparks will be taking him down, and Sparks is holding down 26-4, with Stained rocking 23-4. So I'm glad that there's some decent defensive play going on for both of these guys.
Eminence wishing he had a med kit. He doesn't, so he dies. We're still looking for a little bit of O from Doe. And I don't know if it's going to go.
Oh, Tay.
I should have had a donut. Because then I'd be really wired.
Motherfucking done. KGB has this med kit in hand, which is a good tool for an offensive push, but he's got to wait for some other things to fall into play before he can really push out with that. Rafa, though, with his own med kit, is back out to, into Shonda Hagi's LG, and it's going to be sent back home, thrown like a pan. And Avenge will be getting a pickup here. Sparks holding on to his life, and actually, Stained has been taken down once, so there's a bit of momentum building up from the Dukes of Hazzard side of things, and if they can just clear that ditch, they might be able to get through with the flag cap.
Well, here comes Eminence. See if he can get away. No, looks like Roscoe P. Coltrane got his number. Dude, I was so civilized the first couple of games that we saw these guys, but I'm done. I'm done. It's time for it all to come out. For those of you who have never seen Dukes of Hazzard, too fucking bad. You're not going to get any of the references all night long.
Unless you really like Ashton Kutcher. Regen in the hands of KGB. He's kind of trolling out and making sure that he soaks up as much of that health as possible. Even beyond that, he does have a med kit, which he'll be using, but with everybody coming after him, Rafa down at 1 health, he'll be respawning quickly. But that does, at the very least, keep Dukes of Hazzard from going all aggressive. But you can tell that Rafa wants to be making those kind of plays. He wants to be in the position where he's just doing these junk rushes. But Eminence is going to get in front of...
Oh, he can't bring it home. What a shame.
Yeah, that was actually a bit of a miscommunique, I believe, because Rafa at the very least should have been up top to hold down mid. But he was rushing in for his own flag grab, so whoopsie there. Eminence will be taken down one more time. And we've got, just now, 6 minutes left on the clock, with Dukes of Hazzard down by 2.
And watch Sparks in the center with his rail. Hits 2. Rafa looking for an exit. Question is, can Doe get on the board? He, again, the middle is just completely swarmed by the Meow 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 mix. And Thundercats will be holding up that cap one more time.
Coffee Beans getting bounced on out of here. Won't be able to get very far. We've seen a lot of flags get out to mid, but never past there. Kind of a classic Ironworks situation. But taking a look at KDRs, I mean, Sparks is holding down a really, really good score here, as is Stained. It really looks like Shonda Hagi is playing the part of, I don't want to say it.
Yes?
He's playing the part of Snarf right now with the 26 and 52. A bit of the whipping boy, and actually, contrary to what we usually expect from Rafa with a lot of plus forward runs, he's actually got a positive KDR with 30 and 20. So he's doing a decent amount of damage for the kind of play that he's rocking out.
I'm going to watch the regen holder that's Coffee, as he's basically his blood's being drawn down to the last drop. Let's see if he can get this kill. Regen is slowly giving him that not so fresh feeling. It's just not enough, and Eminence comes by, picks up the regen in midair. He will go down to Stained, who's just really, literally rocking a 56% rail. Hitting his 10th impressive. Not too bad at all. Again, you know, Doe just kind of lacking the offense, and the biggest issue I'm seeing is that when they, you know, when the flag carrier gets to center, which they've been able to do a couple times successfully, Doe is not holding down the center, so the carrier just dies a very painful death. Eminence getting a kill right as we hit a pause.
That regen was really costly, though. I mean, he was rocking out with rail. He was acting as if he was trying to push in, but he just couldn't get there. But it would have been so much better for him, you know, to switch up to rocket launcher, just hold down that entryway, keep them out, and allow the rest of the team to move forward. As it stands, after he died, you could see the rest of his team kind of being stuck at the entrance, and mid is still in contest.
We got a double pause, or double timeout, now to a pause, straight up. Viju comes in.
Oh, snap.
Snap indeed.
Prepare to fight.
And
3,
we unpause.
2, 1.
Weird.
Fight. You have the flag.
So yeah, we got Eminence trying to get away, and he will be shut down. Rafa getting hit from both ends. Takes down Avenged. Rafa almost had their mega time. That was pretty close. It's off by about 3 seconds, something like that.
This is one of the biggest attacks we've seen on Meow in a while, though.
That's true. A lot of pressure, and it's pretty constant. It's starting to...
pulling off fairly decently, though. Oh, but Eminence rails him on down. Question is, where is Stained right now? Coffee Beans, at the very least, is stuck in the water.
Excellent.
Yeah. I'm going to see where... See if this attack just won't let up. We got 2 guys pressing in from red onto the blue base. Rafa dropping in and finding Stained, getting a lot of LG put into him, 20 health. And so now's the time to see one more back-to-back attack. And Mega is about to come up. Let's see if Stained can get stopped beforehand. No, he will not be. Mega does spawn, and he takes it. Rafa waits for the regen.
This is a bit more of a traditional play for him.
Needs a rocket launcher. And gonna check for a medkit, perhaps? No, he's just going.
No. But he's going out top. We've got 1 rail across the top already. Actually, we do have a teammate of his holding down the LG room, so I wonder what kind of signals he's getting as far
did
as
they get their red armor though? That's the question. Rafa runs into 3. They got definitely an advance warning he was coming and completely locked down. Whatever teamwork was happening, it fell apart for Dukes. So at this point, you know, with the time being what it is, yes, you can cap pretty quickly, but I'm not seeing anything from Doe that says that they can get it done.
And they're going to be having to wait a while to have, you know, a solid play like that with regen. So we're probably going to see the next med kit go to Rafa, and he's just going to rush it on out. But yeah, you brought up a good point. I don't think Rafa is actually the one looking to steal red armor all that often. If they did get that last steal, Stained is certainly acting as if it has been. He's going to be trapping the water. At the very least, though, and it was Rafa actually, at the very least, they'll be keeping Stained from being able to play defensively all that strongly right now. But again, mid is the major issue here.
Indeed. It has been all game.
Okay, so Rafa showed back up. I'm not sure if he has a med kit right now, but Stained is very weak. Oh, but Rafa eats a rocket directly between the eyes, and Stained gets another lease on life. And it buys them a bit more time.
Yeah, you can see Rafa's completely plus forwarding here because they know now's the time. They got to make something happen. Tons of damage output by Rafa, though. He's pulled down 1, pulled down 2. Can he make the exit, though? A fresh spawn could kill him, and indeed, that's exactly what happens. Stained will survive and live to tell another tale as his team will take this first map for sure. Unless Eminence can do something absolutely incredible right here, right now. No, stopping the fight against Regen. Flag is still in play. Coffee going to try to bring it home. The rail is good, and Avenged will get the cap to keep everything home. So that'll do it for this.
That was definitely a fresh approach for Dukes of Hazzard. Having the Regen player in mid to kind of allow that to be covered really almost worked out well for them.
So my question is, what's the next map? I don't think we got that info before we, because this thing was already live when we hopped in. And the final 15 seconds, Sparks is rocking a 50% rail, roughly. Rafa, 54%. GGs are called. Coffee Beans, 45% rail. Eminence, 67% rail. Very nice.
Wins.
But Avenge getting 2 caps. He's the man.
And so usually when we see castles come up, we see the likes of, well, Rafa, I mean, he still tries to do his whole rinse and repeat thing, and that can have good returns if the rest of your team is kind of playing down mid and holding that down. But that was a major issue down in Ironworks, is that Rafa was able to get in and out fairly cleanly, but when it came down to mid, the rest of his team just could not keep everybody else off his back. And you really depend on that if you're running into enemy base with, you know, a hope and a prayer.
Sometimes they pay off. Either way, Dukes of Hazzard chose this map. And we got Sanity hopping in. Did we really devolve into KGB hacks conversations? I think we've been over this, what, 8,000
really?
times? Yeah.
Really?
And it always happens. all good. Alright, hey, there we go. I got him to press F3, or they pressed F3 without any prompting for me. Either way, we're going live. That's all that matters. We got Dukes of Hazzard facing off against Meow. Actually, it should be Thundercats. Oh, he's AFK. Please abort.
What? Who's AFK? KGB? Oh, God.
Awesome. You know, honestly, they should fucking play. Because, you know what? If you fucking press F3 and then you go AFK and you don't bother to unready, too fucking bad.
He was the last one to F3, though.
Seriously, like... God, man. It's like I was all ready to blow my load. Okay.
Viju's saying that that he went to the bathroom and everybody left. I wonder if that happens a lot.
I don't think they did already. I don't know. Cause yeah, who's running this server?
Sparks.
Yeah, so I doubt that would happen. I don't know. Holy shit.
Sparks is not that kind of dude.
Alright, looks like we're just waiting around a little bit longer. These guys can't figure out how to play a match. Even though they had a fucking 40-minute dinner break. And then they sat there and played a map. Actually, no, wait, these guys didn't even take it. I don't even know if they took a dinner break either way.
Red flag returned.
I mean, seriously, they just fucking played. What the fuck?
Priest Rage, only on QLTV. Priest Angry Keyboard, only on QLTV.
Defense. Impressive. Excellent.
You can hear that rage, everyone.
I was making a pot pie.
What, from scratch? I was making a chicken pot pie. I had to go find a chicken and kill it. I had to make my dough. Had to get some potatoes out of my hydroponics.
Time to regulate. There we go.
Red flag returned.
Rafa unreadies, Rafa readies. Coffee beans. Holy shit, there we go.
Defense.
Yay.
2 hits. Impressive. 2 damage.
Sweet.
Fight.
Okay. I will make sure. What?
Yeah, it's KGB. It's what he always does.
Prepare
'Cause
to
he's an
fight.
asshole.
3, 2, 1.
Stop, he's AFK, fucking idiot.
I don't see anybody who's AFK. I'm scrolling. Oh wait, Sean DeHagi is.
He's
What?
fucking typing it.
Oh, okay. What the fuck?
Something going on in the background.
I love team games, don't you?
Yeah, I do. Because even when you already, it won't show it won't see it show people as having pressed F3
Yeah.
through the countdown. You should have pressed F3 to unready then. Good lord. You know, 2 false starts, I can understand 1, but goddamn.
Regeneration. Blue flag returned. Two hits. Impressive. Defense. Impressive.
Ooh.
Yeah.
ID laying down the law.
Yeah. 2 minutes to start or we go. We go on to the next map. Or I guess it's a forfeit. Let's see. I'm not even sure. I guess it's Sean now. Is it?
Impressive.
Okay, wait. Who the fuck is the person that has to keep getting up and go do something?
2 hits. Impressive.
Holy
I
shit!
just use the bathroom every once in a while, you know?
Wait, is this the
Okay.
real start? This is
Is
the
it
start
real?
start?
Full wheels. KGB's moving. I think we're good.
Okay. Wow.
All right. Cool. Wow.
Alrighty. Alrighty.
I'm glad there wasn't a radiation leak in these castles.
Long range shotgun coming out from Stained. Not terribly effective. Of course, Japanese castles we've seen many times earlier today. We've got 2 power-ups. There are 2 yellow armors, 1 in each base. And then outside the base, outside the kind of main entrance, which is just ahead of where Coffee was looking up the stairs there. Ooh, we got Sanity pushing in. He's going to die as soon as he picks up the flag, but that's where the other yellow armor is, outside the base. See if I can go find someone. There it is. Sanity hops right over it where it's going to spawn. There it is. And we have, of course, the double regen and double quad possibilities. This time it's going to be 1 of each.
And it's going to be KGB with the first quad here, so busting on out with shotgun and rail. He's taking the high road, and he's already got teammates to help him with this push, so this should be a fairly nice offensive run. Regen carrier is spotted in the rear hallway, which is actually a pretty nice defensive place. And oh, from the other side, the railgun will be taking quad carrier down. Sparks will be getting the grab. Now he's got regen and quad, and most importantly,
Nice Sanity, making a run. That's what you need to be
no
watching.
flag going to meow.
Yeah, he Sanity is basically caught everyone off guard. The entire Thundercats were up hoeing it out front, and Sanity said thank you, whilst I don't know, rock my General Lee action, bring it home, beat beat. Very nice play.
We're going to have to see if that rinses and repeats the next time that major items come up. And unlike the first game that we saw today like this, we actually do have the items coming up nearly simultaneously, which is usually what you look for. But hey, with these guys, you can never tell. I love drafts. Rafa, though, looking to come back down and secure the entrance of his base, but he's going to need to bust out at some point. Question is he going to be of any use when he goes out there with 45 health? So he's going to be coming back around to do a little bit of defensive work, but you can tell that that's not where his heart is.
Yeah, Rafa hanging out with Coffee in the box.
Defense.
Nice.
Coffee does all the work. Rafa shows up with a 1 pellet shotgun.
My frag, yep.
Thanks, buddy. Well, we can definitely tell Sean had the armor, because Rafa might not survive this.
And even if he does, he will not have the opportunity to push out from here.
No, well, Rafa's going to be staying D.
Nice.
Rafa's going to be staying D, but the key thing is that Avenge just took the regen. KGB has the other one. I'm going to go back over to Avenged. He's in the more advantageous position to make use of this. Rafa's able to recollect, though, on the Blues regen. And Sean's looking for an exit. Let's stick with him.
Regeneration.
We've got teammates with him as well.
Oh, Avenged.
Stave is actually holding on to this pretty nicely. Avenge looking for the rail. He's going to be getting coffee beans,
Red flag.
but nothing else. So this should allow.
Got Sparks on the way out. Nice little rocket
Yeah.
jump through the garden. Oh, right into Sean, though. Oh, but there's a little bit of help from a friend.
And
see.
there's Avenge with the rail. Can he get the carrier? Well, Rafa could take down Avenged at the very least. leaving the flag back in base. So
Nice-
a lot of time
nice rail
for
fest.
a lot of effect, but that does put several players out of position, out of stack.
Like, I honestly thought for a second that we were playing an Instagib with all the railguns are happening outside near that flag.
Nice railing by Coffee Beans here. Getting a lot of pressure, but he's been able to hold them off fairly nicely.
I'm gonna watch Rafa for a minute.
As he jukes one way, Sean DeHage comes in the other. Coffee Beans will be able to take him down, and it's a good thing that yellow armor spawned when it did. Otherwise, that would have left him very, very weak. And KGB is going to be able to play essentially the same game there. So not a lot of actual pole action here in the past couple minutes. We might indeed need to wait until the next items come up before we see a major break. So KGB is setting up here. Got grenades coming out. It's going to be very noisy. But hey, it's his base, you know. He's allowed to do whatever he wants.
I do what I want.
But who is set up on the red side of things?
We'll see. We got regen for KGB.
Nobody.
Sparks.
No, there.
Quad. Yeah, we're gonna follow Sparks. He was way off with his rocket. I don't think he did any damage at all. Still hasn't done any damage. But he's about to attack. Eats one rail. And again, off with his rockets. Wow, that was...
Rockets did nothing.
yeah.
Okay, until he finally got it. And now he's got the flag, though, but he's going to be significantly later than his counterpart as far as getting out of the base and back into mid. So playing Ninja here, he wants to create some distance right now.
Yeah, I'm going to follow Sparks.
Stuck.
The other flag is in play, but I want to let Sparks here. Nice defense. He's going to have this health to work with. Oh, wow, he's going all the way back in. Mistake. All right, over to the other carrier. It's KGB. And he's bringing it home. Thundercats
Got stuck.
Sorry, that was fun.
Jeez. Probably inflate your wife. God.
Impressive. Defense.
All right, so 6 minutes 30 seconds off the clock, and we're now tied 1-1. God damn it! This is my train of thought. This is gone.
That was fun. All right, so we got shot. I won't do that again.
Figures sold separately, by the way, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Sean DeHage coming on out with the flag, and he's
No,
got
don't do it. Oh.
Jump right into the wall. There's a wall there. Does this look like Red Faction? Oh, but KGB once again has quad on out, and this time it's going to be Doe is going to be getting themselves a regen, and Sparks is going to be taking this immediately offensively. He's still got a pretty good amount of armor. He's looking for Mo. And
I'm watching KGB, Jack. He's got the quad.
Yeah. But Sparks is about to get flagged here. Stained, I'm not sure if he can take him down.
Yeah, but KGB's like killing 8 people with quad. That's more important. All right, so Sparks finally does have the flag. I guess that was good timing. And now John's got his chance. Ooh, he also has the armor.
Here with Coffee Beans.
Yeah, nice rails from Coffee though. Took Sean down to a mere 66 health. And uh-oh, Sparks. Uh-oh, big mistake by Sparks.
Coming down the stairs when you know that the flag's out.
Nice move, Sean. Holy shitballs.
Jeez.
That was sweet as hell. Uh-oh, fucking spawn. Coffee is able to get revenge. Oh. Man, Sean really put on some great moves though. That was a very nice attempt.
He did indeed, except it does illustrate the need to just get out of the base when you know that your opponent has flag and will be coming into the same base you are. I mean, even if you kill him, you still need to spend all that time, you know, getting out of there still. And most likely the enemy flag carrier is going to have an escort. And so making yourself scarce is kind of a priority there.
Sparks is on the way out. He's been railed in the ass. Can he turn the corner? There's Sean waiting with a rocket, and it will be returned. Sort of typical textbook flag running and flag stopping on both ends right now.
Rockets. Yeah.
Yeah, everything is kind of predictable in terms of timing and route and all that good stuff. So we need something mixed up. We will have power-ups in about 8 seconds. But we do have a nice, beautiful tied game. 1-1. It has been for the majority of this. AGB with regen. And I'm going to go follow the quad.
Yeah. Quad is always worth watching.
One, Rafa does get railed. No, don't take the regen. Oh. Boo. Because Rafa's actually pretty weak here. I'm going to follow Sean. Of course, he does have the flag.
And now Avenge is both.
Yeah, why not? This might be Meow Mix Cap. Thunder. Thundercats. Hey, that's a nice cap there.
Oh. Where did 9X go?
I don't know. Either way. Maybe another fight broke out and he decided to go cover it.
He was intimidated by your impressive lung capacity.
Well,
it's like, wow, I need to stop smoking. I need to take a long, hard look at my life. All right, but Avenge is trying to break in here. We've got two.
Really, Avenge? Like, those are rockets, man. You might want to sidestep those.
Maybe if I just stick my head out, they won't be able to. All right.
Yeah, all right.
Coffee Beans, again, very, very nice, fancy footwork, and even Sean is going to be nailed down by him. But having Coffee Beans here is a bit of a pro, a bit of a con. They do need to make a cap happen. But defending the box with only one player is very difficult on Japanese castles.
Yeah, but it's perfectly viable.
Red flag returned.
Yeah.
As long as the other guy is communicating enough information and is willing to float back to you in case you get in trouble. And Sanity.
Here, Sanity will be able to come out with the flag. He's got no power-ups, though. Sparks with the regen.
KGB with the quad. Back over to the carrier. And Sanity about to turn the obvious corner. Obvious corner is obvious.
So many power-ups, so many flags in that corner. Coffee Beans is going to be the one with it. He's going to be providing backup to Courtyard. He's going to have the bulk of his usefulness taken out, but that will do it. That'll tie it back up 2-2.
Yeehaw! Sorry.
This is why there's no, cross-Atlantic viewership going on.
They're like, we didn't watch these shows when we were kids. This makes no sense to me.
There's a hole in the sky.
But yeah, so far we have a beautiful tied game. KGB defending against Sparks, picking up an impressive. I have to say, between these two teams, it's almost a shame that they're meeting now and not a little bit later.
Yeah.
But lower bracket is always a little bit unpredictable.
And always a little bit closer in my opinion. But Sean Dahagi getting the flag and waiting not long enough to take out everybody else in the room. That leaves him with 38 health, but he's like, all right, Avenge, take this. Yeah. Go on.
Exactly. There's Sparks. Vault. He's a rocket actually vaulted, Avenged up and over. But, again, kind of typical meet in the middle exercise. Sanity picking up tons of speed as he goes down. And can he make it away? Wow, rocket jumping with 41 health down to 3. That was a ballsy move, sir. Ballsy. Ballsy. What?
Would have been less ballsy if he had somebody to hand it off to. But as it stands, Rafa once again with the quad. And we hear 2 quads out on the field. Who has the other one? Not Rafa.
Oh, there it is. I think that would be KGB.
Is going to be that unstoppable force meeting an immovable object. Well, Rafa will be moving down right now as KGB will be breaking out with flag. We've got 2 players to help him on out. Question is who's
rail miss. There we go. This is not looking good for the Dukes. because look at this. KGB has help all the way home, and he's survivable by a rail. Looks like Sanity's the last line of defense, and he goes down. And KGB will bring it home. Dukes have just, Thundercats have just.
That was good by everybody.
Yeah, I mean KGB, I think killed every player on Dukes of Hazzard. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well played, sir. Nice flag run. Way to leave somebody standing, asshole. At that point, it seems like, man, I wanted to kill. KGB's like, take the fucking rail. Eat the fucking cookie. Alright, fine, I'll get it. Let's switch over to Rafa. Playing defense, but also now needing to will his team into another cap. As the Dukes of Hazzard now down by 1.
It's actually a bit of an interesting change-up for Rafa. We're used to seeing him play defensively when he's still waiting for armor to come around, but he's got plenty of armor.
Well, he's also the only person in this box.
Yeah, so, you know...
Let's leave the flag room, guys!
Sean taken on down. Perfect timing by Rafa. I didn't even hear him coming, did you?
Who? What? What'd I do?
Yeah.
I don't have my ears on.
5-minute warning.
Alright, so 5 minutes left to go here. Sparks will be getting a regen. And
yeah, follow the quad, KGB. It's gonna be sexy. Especially now that he has armor.
Rafa's still gonna be in the flag room, I believe.
And, oh, that's how you walk into a rocket.
More momentum. He's got Avenge to help him out, but he's at 8 health.
That was funny, because he had just pressed the jump button when that rocket was released. He was like, fuck me. There's no way to change that. Can't airstrike that motherfucker. Alright, Sparks can try to get out.
But look how many players that tied up from
indeed.
That kind of play. I mean, Sean DeHog is still going to be able to break out of here, but
how far, though? Sparks is almost home. Oh, there's a nice rail. The flag is still in play, though.
Is there. Rafa's there for the pickup. 21 health. He's through the window, and he's going to have to sit back here for a little bit longer.
I wonder when that health respawns.
Yeah.
Because both the 25's out here and the ones in the base. Uh-oh. Oh, he dodges out, dodges in, and oh, can't quite dodge a third time. And Sean will now make it 4-2. So, with this thing, 4 minutes left, a little bit less than Dukes of Hazzard, I think they're going to get their car stuck in the mud.
Oof. So, we've got less than 4 minutes left on the clock, Greased. What kind of hope do we see for the Dukes?
Well, I think it's going to be much like Enos, where he's always going after Daisy Duke, but she didn't give him a goddamn time of day. I think that's basically what we're seeing right now for Dukes. It's just not looking good. Their chances are about as good.
It's more like Hammer Hand. And the rest of the Berserkers, Anyways, KGB... He's got plenty of this regen to work with, and with Sean DeHoggy at his side, it's certainly going to be a match made in heaven. Sanity's going to be breaking on out. Well, maybe not with the flag, but hopefully with his life intact.
Yeah, he has the flag as well.
Well, yeah, if he can get both, then all the merrier.
Yeah, well, it needs to happen now because the clock is ticking. Dukes need this cap badly. And, uh-oh, the good old respawn. This time it's not his teammate. Uh-oh, and he totally foobars that rocket smash. So that pretty much, burnt a minute off the clock that Dukes really need focused on this final cap. Or focused on a final cap, I should say. Sanity gonna try it again.
KGB decides that's a good place for the flag to be right now. Avenged backpedaling out of the room, but he's only got 36 health. He's definitely railable. And going up the stairs, yeah, Rafa is definitely going to have that opportunity. So they're preventing another cap right now, but by being down by 2, this could be the last we're going to be seeing of Rafa and company today.
Indeed. I do believe Thundercats are going to hoe their way through the loser's bracket.
Impressive.
And do we have the upper bracket final coming after this?
Yes, we do.
Groovy.
It will follow directly. Avenge. They're going to try to get the cap home, and I think he's got a pretty good shot at it, considering everyone is paying attention to Sparks here.
And this is a good position for him to kind of wait out a bit. He's not going to be easy to corner, even with Sparks having this quad. And of course, Sparks really won't be focused on getting the enemy flag carrier because, you know, he has the flag. So I really wonder if it was a good idea to give Sparks that quad.
Well, considering, yeah, I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
KGB is going to have more quad.
KGB.
Yum, yum.
All right, guys, so that's going to wrap up this one. I do believe Japanese castles will go the way of the Thundercats. And I believe that's a 2-mapper for them in this best of 3. Alright, so ID's actually already spawning the server we're going to go to for this Winners Bracket Finals.
Alright, but that'll do it. 5-2. Thundercats will be taking the tie-breaking map against Dukes of Hazzard. So, Coffee Bean, Sanity, Rafa, and Sparks, we will see you guys later.
Yep. Thank you for playing, because it has been an outstanding event, and it's been great having the Dukes of Hazzard in, but now they got to go. Alright guys, we're about to get the Winners Bracket Finals underway against I Am against Flawless or whatever between, maybe?
Dude, look at it this way.
Preposition, what?
The more delay we have here, the less weight we have between this and the grand final.
Liar. You know that the fucking lower bracket is dependent on this game.
Well, the less waiting we have for the lower bracket to catch up.
I really hope that Evasion and Thundercats are actually playing right the fuck now.
I mean, you know Doom 4 is underway, but I think that's a completely separate team. But after Rage, there's going to be all these people that are like, okay, we can either start something new, or we can actually do something about Quake Live. You know?
Yeah.
We'll have to see.
Prepare your team.
I don't know. We'll talk about that later. We're about to go live. Yes. Let's see if it's a real going live, though. And pause!
I'll be KGB check.
Oh.
Oh, wait, no, this isn't that game. All right.
Alright, we're actually live. Holy shit. Jones will be playing D, probably. We've got Swooped heading out a little bit towards center. He is topside, where we will see the power-up spawn. It will be a haste every 2 minutes. Swooped is dropping in on RA. Gets a nice opening shot against Cruz, but gets doubled up on damage. Cruz, I think, was the guy that got that armor. I'm not entirely sure. Let's go see.
Well, either way, though, leaving GWC with the haste. He won't be getting very far with it, though, so it's going to be down on the ground, and we still haven't seen it picked up. There we go. GWC off of his spawn, picking up again, saying, this is my haste, and I'm going to get as far as I can. Redo! He's actually able to take down 0-4, and which is nice because there's actually quite a bit of health to rely on as you're moving from one base to the other, or even from mid to another base, but 0-4 is going to be getting revenge with that haste and keeping a hold on the flag. So no touch yet throughout that first minute or so of aggression from Flawless. So as the dust settles, are we going to see a quick retaliation by IM? 0-4 might indeed be setting up for that.
And there we go. We got a carrier on the run. It's ID facing off against 2 behind, 1 in front, and down he goes.
Nice rails. And yeah, we're going to be looking to Jones to be that rail god. GWC holding down mid here a little bit more, holding down the base a little bit more, but already seeing him try to push out for red armor and for haste. I'm not really sure if that's his specified role here, and if that's the case, then I'm not sure who does have you know, the vast amount of defense laid on their shoulders. It might indeed be GWC is heading back here with Rail, and not a lot of action at the moment. There is a lot of fight going on over at the Red Armor, except, you know, the Red Armor isn't up, obviously, but it's still the place to fight for. It's still the place to stage your attack and move from.
I'm trying to see what kind of pressure GWC is under, and not really.
A lot.
Yeah. He's ventured out pretty far, actually. ID's able to recoup regen, but he might not have it for too much longer. He's pretty weak. Cruz plays the role of decoy, and it pays off. Oh, but there's the Rail slamming ID into the corner, and down he goes. So
Very
Samer.
nice Jones, though.
Yeah, can Samer get away with it, though? Yeah, might as well wait for the next red. There you go. Oh. Or give it away. Give it away. Give it away now.
I almost said you were too white for that, but I remember, you know, the Chili Peppers.
Yeah.
But Jones, I mean, he's gotten pretty comfortably and damageless back on over to his base. And if you noticed, he was actually playing Red Armor quite a bit, not really diving in for it, but wanting to do damage on it. So he might be more of a jack of all trades here, just wanting to be that guy peeking out from behind the corners and stabbing you in the back. And that's no easy feat for somebody of the stature of Jones. I mean, he's a big guy.
Yeah, I met him at QuakeCon and I was like, God damn, this guy should be like a football player. No, he's a PC gamer nerd. It's awesome.
And he likes to play defense. Just goes to show. 4 minutes off the clock, still scoreless, and not a lot of pole action so far. But GWC is being knocked out of position here, and that's one of the things I was noticing is that, yeah, it is cool when you're the defensive player to run out and maybe drop off a rail or, you know, throw some damage down on Red Armor, but if you do that at the wrong time, you're really going to regret it.
Alright, finally we got the power-up spawning. It's going to be Fleischer not getting away with it. 0-4 is going to try, but with 40 health, it could be entertaining at the least. Whipping the first rail and right into the plasma. Okay. And there's a handoff to Fleischer. Let's see what he can do with it. A little hot potato action. And he's taking the upper route. I'm actually going to follow the haste a little bit longer.
Alright, I'll keep an eye on ID here. He's okay, never mind. He doesn't get very far. Saber takes him down.
And Fleischer's just now entering the base, so it's, you know, they're doing a nice thing going in sequence for the casting. Fleischer's going to try to rocket jump to the 50. Wow, that's a nice little play, but can he get the kill? No, he whiffs the rocket.
That's a mistake, yeah.
Yeah. It's a nice idea. You know, change it up, but didn't work out. Jones apparently...
Jones is yet to be fragged.
It's like, take that, you goddamn jump pad. Fucking jump out. I'll rocket you. Yeah, man, yeah. Sorry. Jones apparently has, the drugs are wearing off. I don't know.
Yeah. Alright, so Jones, not a lot of action for him. GWC has died twice, but he's still holding on to mid. But again, he's pushing out a lot. He's checking the corridors, which is good. I mean, you could take away that green armor, you could take away a yellow, and make sure you keep your eye on that. But as long as he gets back to where he needs to be, there we go, taking down ID, a beautiful rocket to rail. But what's happening in Red Armor, actually? We're still 20 seconds away from it, and 20 seconds away from the power-up, and actually that's going to create an interesting change, actually. We could see a move from Red Armor back up to the top of the map, or Red Armor could actually be delayed because everybody's paying attention to the power-up. So a wise man would grab the Red Armor and run.
We'll see. I'm speccing someone in the center.
ID.
See what they can do. We've got...
Who got the Red Armor? Jones did, actually, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and ID has regen.
Unless it was somebody else who got it. No, I think...
Well, Jones has been not under attack, so he's just stacking up on his yellow armor.
Yeah. Nobody else has armor, though, so that red was gone the moment it was picked up, essentially.
Yeah. So let's see what ID can do. Ooh, he will take the red yellow armor. But
And this is nice. He's actually behind enemy lines, and he got a full bout of that regen without taking any damage. It does mean that by the time he gets to the flag, it's going to be all gone, and all turn their attention to him. Swooped on the other side of the map will be getting the same kind of treatment, and both flags will be taken back home. Fort Knox is right.
Yeah.
Fort.
Yeah, we have yet to see a flag get out to the center, have we?
Right. But Eisencruz, he's always rocking it with style. He stays classy no matter what. So he hung back with the flag. Yes, he didn't get very far. Yes,
I would have left it there.
He really took a bite out of the defensive strength of the enemy team. So Samer's going to be looking to, you know, kind of hold off until the rest of his team can get back into shape. But 0-4 is in and out of there with the flag and enemy yellow armor. Swift is going to try to back off. It's actually not a bad idea with 10 health, but the flag gets around the corner just in time to get it relayed. Well, not very far, in fact. Eisencruz is back on target, though. Nice. Samer taken down. No damage taken by Cruz.
Ooh, and
Cruz
actually, yeah.
Wingman. EWC is going to be one taking him down, but 0-4 lost no momentum picking up the flag. So he's going to be taking a lot of stabs in the back, but he's going to get down to the front.
Shit.
And it's returned. Oh, no, it's actually capped away.
Yeah, it was capped, but it was pretty close. It was pretty close. Very nice holy shit moment. Nos is trying to make everything happen, but he can't hold on to the regen long enough. Samer is going to make an attempt. Samer's like, who keeps shooting me in the ass? God damn it. He stops the fight and two show up against him. Down he goes. At this point, though, you know, we've almost spent 9 minutes. Make sure you use Team Say, man.
Yeah, whoops. MM2.
Yeah.
Spoiled like 2, where MM2 is the default if you're a spectator.
Yeah, it would be nice.
Yeah.
I'm thinking what happens when you actually want to talk to the player.
Yeah, well.
I don't know. Anyway, either way.
But we're just about halfway through here. And that was a really hard-earned cap, too. I mean, even then, it was down to 1 health. He was fragged right on the pad. Everything has been fought for. Jones has yet to die. I think this is just his personal achievement today.
He's basically going to saying, "You shall not pass!" Basically.
Let's 3 of you show up at once. Otherwise, I will kindly get the fuck out of the way. Which is exactly what just happened. But Jones has not died yet, but the flag has gotten out.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. So again, a mutual kind of failed execution of flag runs with 2 enemy players each at the other side. So couldn't ask for more balance if you asked for it.
What?
It's been a long day, all right? But we have major power coming up. It's going to be a haste. It's handed off to Swooped, who's only got 28 health. So a little frowny face over that.
He just totally jumped over Cruz. That was awesome. That was fucking awesome. Nice little Matrix move. And of course, red armor spawns just after he dies. So Cruz kind of got his revenge. You have to check his 6 though.
But Jones still hasn't died, so he's back in here somewhere. He has a Indiana Jones fridge to go hide in whenever he feels threatened.
In fact, let's go watch Jones for a second.
70 health, no armor, but he's still got rail, still got every position that he needs. Waiting for this YA. Little bit early on it, so this could be disastrous. But no, Swoop comes in at just the wrong moment. And Jones is going to have no problem holding on to this. So another minute gone. No deaths yet for Jones. And they're still up by 1. So not a real comfortable lead for IM, but the status quo really hasn't changed much lately. 15 seconds to red, which is still a long time away from the haste regen. And Jones getting in that free damage.
We got ID on the run.
Flag grab. And he comes back up top, even though you can hear GWC coming up the stairs. So he's going to have difficulty coming out of here. There's his wingman up top, but he's going to be going down below.
Nice move. He's got the armor.
Open. Holy shit, Jones is there as escort, and ID can even rocket jump this thing into a 2-0.
Very nice. Very nice indeed.
So it just goes to show that, again, this is a map where you can't rapidly respond to changes in your enemy's tier. If you're going to be chasing low, you better chase low. If you're going to chase high, you better chase high. Because there's only 2 ways to go. You know that there are.
Well, that being said, I think ID did a fantastic job switching it up when he had the opportunity. That dropping through the jump pad was a really sweet move. So at this point, I'm a little bit worried about Flawless. Of course, they do have a chance to come back. They will be pushed into the lower bracket finals, which we will cover right after this. But I am, of course, this is just the first map, but isn't it? Right? Yeah, it's the first map.
Yes.
Because that other game took so fucking long because we had the 20-minute break for no reason. I'm a little bit, mentally, I'm like, oh, there was a break in between games, but it was all the same game. Yeah, so we still have a second map to play, but nice opening for IAM to maintain their undefeated status. Very nice.
And for Jones to maintain his unkilled status. He's down to 40 health, though. He's railable, even after that 25. Coming up this jump pad could be... No, he's still going to be A-okay. Low on armor. We have armor taken. I hope it was by a teammate. No, it was actually stolen away, so this could be the end of Jones's run.
There's someone down there, yeah. He spots
he's
him.
He's got one rail up, and he's knocked them back down the jump pad, so there's the second one. Shaft is coming out, but he's survived.
Oh,
no!
Down he goes.
Behind. Flawless Fleischer. Oh, wow. But even then, it took 2 people.
Indeed. But that that is pretty impressive to go 14 minutes from this map and never die.
Yikes, but this could actually be a major push for Flawless. 2 seconds to red armor. ID is looking to rail down on top of it. That is going to clear the way for Cruz to get not only a red armor with 80 points left on it, but also the rest of that regen. So even if he's by himself here, and I don't think he wants to be, I think he's actually waiting for a teammate to come and help him along, but he's going to be really, really nicely stacked up here. But his teammate is down, Swift is down. That is going to leave Samer to, wow, take out everyone.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Very nice. And then die to fresh spawn.
Yeah.
No, that's not going to work. This is fishing. So, yeah, we definitely need Flawless to put together some sort of O. The clock is ticking, 4 minutes left.
Yeah, Flawless does need to put on their O face.
And we got Fleischer. I'm going to follow Fleischer as he just picked up the RA. All of it's been burned off by fairly decent lightning gun from Cruz.
I like the fact that IAM is not really camping the red armor all that much, but they're definitely punishing every time somebody else picks it up.
Yeah.
Which makes runs like this very difficult. Samer's trying to sneak in. He's able to get a free hit in. Oh, but it's traded and he takes the last one. Jones will be getting the credit for that.
We got regen up. It's going to go to Fleischer, who picks up a free railgun. Nice
and I
choice there.
like the fact that there's no quad in this map. I like the fact that it's only haste and regen.
Uh-oh. Red armor is stolen by Cruz there. So that's a mistake by Fleischer. Should have been his.
Everybody's going to take a lot of damage here, and I don't see that really changing anything. I mean, really what we're looking for is a clean grab of red armor that can actually get away to some cover.
Yeah, that hasn't happened in quite some time. As
So
you said, it's being covered
where-
so well.
It's at the point where every time we see a mosh pit on the red armor, it's not going to change all that much.
So, yeah, just about 2 minutes left. We got flawless, scoreless, and IAM is looking pretty.
Nice, so 2 minutes left on the clock, and we do have a bit more pole action. Fleischer is still deep behind enemy lines. He's going to be able to get the grab here, and a nice drop down just before that rocket comes to wipe him out. ID, though, is going to be playing the same kind of suit on the other side of the map, and he's got a clear way back to base. And look at this, all three players from the opposing team will be taking out ID's rockets, and that will be a nice tasty cap at the end of things as well. So 3-0, 1 minute, 30 seconds left. It looks like Shining Forces is IAM's home.
Yeah. Basically, Flawless showed up and IAM said, no you ain't. Oh, fuck. Beautiful midair. ID catches that kind of the jump pad. Perfect. 3-0. And with 1 minute to go, I think we can safely call this first map going to IAM.
Haste. 1 minute warning.
I like all the ringside chat going on here. I'm glad we're able to capture some of that. That's when everyone goes silent. Damn straight. ID with haste and and a fly, but he's not going to get too far with Tweedledum and Tweedledee pushing him back. But he's able to take them both down. Holy shit! Even if he doesn't get home with that, that was well played. All right, guys, last 20 seconds here, and did you know what the next map was going to be?
I don't recall.
Okay.
Blue wins.
But I think a lot of that was just the fact that Flob was really focused on centering their play around red armor and the regen haste. But with
Vote passed.
with everyone else is kind of going, okay, fine, then we'll just camp the hell out of it and make sure you don't get anywhere with it. And even if you do get the grab, which we're probably going to let you have, you're immediately going to get a couple rails in the ass. This map, not so much. I mean, it's less about controlling the items and more about controlling the positions. And mid, as we've already seen, is something that that Flawless can actually hold down fairly effectively. We're gonna have to see how they do here against IAM.
Well, I'm actually really surprised we're going to get a chance to see this a second time today. Well, I guess since we have a little bit of a break, I'm going to say thank you to ID and Eisenkreuz for putting this together. This has been a wonderful event so far. We still have after this, the lower bracket finals and the grand finals to play and enjoy, but you know, this is the I don't know if this is one of many or if it's a one-time thing. CTF 2K11 draft, that's what we've been watching all day long, and we've been going for over 5 hours. Good times.
Yep, but we're going live.
We are going live. So this, maybe Samer falling into the drink, trying to get out to the center, hopefully. Oh, and it works out for him. Oh, he's able to get the first LG and use it against ID. Very nice.
That's the second time that's worked out for him.
Well, you know, I think with Quake Live respawns, the way they work, I think that will work almost all the time, right?
Oh, is it spawn farthest?
Well, it's
Or does it cycle?
Well, maybe they've, like, you know, figured out for this map when everyone's rushing towards the center, it tends to work out, or there's a higher probability or something. Let us watch.
Jones, as he's actually moving out forward, he's got a rail down on Fleischer, and he's actually very, very well set.
Wait, the haste didn't drop. GWC had to rocket jump to get it. Sorry, I was watching someone kill themselves to drop off haste, and they left it on a place where it got caught on the wall.
Whoops.
GWC had to rocket jump to get it.
But GWC will be running out of both haste and regen. But by that time, ID's got a grab, and everything is silent this way. It'll really come down to who... Oh, really?
Pretty much the entire red team waiting for him. Yeah.
A map like this, I mean, we've already seen that, okay, both the bases can be, you know, bone empty, but it'll all come down to mid. So if you've got the flag and you're running back on out, A, it could be worth your while to, you know, scope out and see if you can steal away enemy mega or red or both. And B, you need to, you know, push down your VoIP button and go, yo, who's in mid? Because it's kind of important.
Exactly like that, too. Oh, nail gunned. Nail gunned indeed. Point blank through the head. ID is going to take away Red's red armor, and he's going to start to make his escape. Actually, he's going to go check on Mega Health. No, it's not up. So kind of a interesting little run here by ID. He's going to try to rocket jump up. 58 health, and he might have made it through. And he's got one more to get through. It's going to be Fleischer trying to hold it down. And there it is, ID. Will get the kill he needed to get. And there's cap number 1 for I Am. And this is very different from what we saw earlier. Was it Evade versus Flawless? Yeah. Evade didn't really seem to know the map very well. Swoops is able to take haste, and he's on the move. I'm going to follow him. Doesn't have very good weapons. Gets his own regen.
Nice rocket by Swoops. And he's got everything to work with right now. He's going to be coming back into mid. We have one enemy player there, but Jones will have a regen of his own, but be taken on down. We finally have him giving away all of his items over to ID, but that is essentially going to cap off that item run.
Indeed.
So 3 minutes off the clock. We've already got a cap for I Am. And actually a lot of I Am players in the base. This actually gives a lot of pressure onto mid, so ID's got to be careful moving on out here.
Alrighty. So yeah, I'm getting some stuff straightened out for a potential guest for the Grand Finals broadcast. It'll be Clamp OK formerly from Team EG. So that'll be a lot of fun to have that pro expertise on the stream.
Wait, formerly?
Yes. Apparently he was...
I missed that.
He was selling mouse pads and not necessarily being kind to other people on the server, and kind of turned into a bye-bye affair.
Selling mouse pads, that bastard.
I know, right?
Were they like sponsored mouse pads?
I think so. So either way, so Fleischer is going to make an exit with Blue's RA. He waited around for it. We got haste coming up in 20 seconds. Fleischer doubles back, trying to be sneaky, and gets the drop on Eisen. Down he goes. Has to get through 0-4, drops in, going to get more damage shot off. 0-4 really presses his advantage there and loses it. So Fleischer back again. He's like, all right, I will take your shit. And you know what? Now I can go get your regen. I think I'm going to go do that.
But it's okay, because you know that all the action's going to be in mid.
Right.
It's like, you know.
No, this is actually a really nice move by Fleischer.
Yeah.
Like, the patience is fantastic. And even going to, oh, I thought I was going to go get the shards. Like, that would be kind of ridiculous. But,
Fleischer's going to be difficult to take down, even with haste and plasma. Swift is going to have a bit of haste to work with himself, and he's going to be able to hold down mid that way. And, wait, I like this.
Yeah, Fleischer has the route. We're about to see a tie game.
Everything. Yep, there it is.
That was fantastically run. It was very well done. I'm like, are you fucking kidding? He's in your face.
But that's the thing with this map. It's that all the focus is on mid.
Yeah, but you can see how, you know, it's done so well.
Which is ironic because in order to go down one jump pad and go up the next jump pad, it literally takes like 1.5 seconds. That's all you need.
But
like not even
but
1
it's
second.
also like really obvious movement, so it's really easy to put all your damage down there. So, and you know, and totally like lock the guy. Or the best is he drops down and you slam him back onto the jump pad that he was trying to leave. You know what I mean? Like, you know, force him back up on the side he was trying to leave.
Exactly.
You know.
But yeah, mid is the entire kingpin of the map, and if you do spawn back at your base with the enemy flag carrier, you know, collecting your shit, really, I mean, it's a good question. Is it more productive to play this one-on-one cat versus mouse kind of thing with him and try to chase him around when you're a first spawn and with no weapons and he's got all your shit? Or do you just immediately go and rendezvous at mid to hold that down? I mean, it's the kind of decision you got to make here.
Okay, Clamp says he will clear things up about his departure from EG when he gets on stream.
Okay. I mean, how much was he selling him for? I've got a few bucks.
Like, we never heard anything from him. This was just something we heard,
right.
you know, from the community, which is probably like 90% bullshit, you know. So.
But if he does have mouse pads, I'm totally in the market.
Just say it, yeah.
This one's getting a little ratty, yeah. Oh, but Swooped is going to be pinning Jones against the wall there in mid and moving right through it. I'm not quite sure I completely agree with that, but the tantalizing aspect of stealing all of your enemy's stuff is always very tempting on this map.
Lack of weapons there was a problem.
Yeah. Whenever you get fragged by a nail gun, that's essentially your problem. Lack of a better weapon.
0-4 with a great rocket jump to propel him through, and he's about to hit the grinder, and no one's paying attention to him. Let's walk over.
Wow.
Stick with Z4.
Yeah, he's about to get back to base. Ace freely.
So very solid run. This Mega won't be up for a while.
It's still quite a while away, as is Red Armor. So if Flawless is going to be making a push, they need to be making it happen right now before
Well,
0-4.
Swoop's almost to center, but he's
There we
got
go.
a lot more action in the center. Down he
Make it-
goes.
Yep.
Oh my god, the other flag's been returned, so Fleischer basically survived long enough to get the double return. So we're back to square one.
And you can see the trade-off happening in mid constantly. I mean, it's not like against Evade where Flawless was able to hold down control of mid fairly consistently. Here, not so much. ID is super sneaky. Selling EG mousepad sneaky.
Oh, and he comes back for death. Yay! Alright. Let's watch someone with a regen. We'll go with TWC. I don't know. We haven't really watched from a defender's point of view, so I'm going to do that. Stick with TWC for a minute.
But the trade-off on doing rear defense like this is that for the bulk parts, your 200-200 stack is not going to be doing you all that much good.
GWC think someone's coming. There he is. Wow.
Oh, wow. We've actually got a two-man push. GWC knocked on back, down to 27 health, yet to make a frag of his own, and even if he does make the one, Cruz has got backup, and ID will be able to get out of there with the flag. And 100-100. Nice. And Cruz actually survived that long enough to clear the way, but ID needs to be careful about his entrance here.
Yeah, there you go.
And nobody's up top. This is essentially it.
Yeah.
If he doesn't get cut off right here.
No, he's got
That's
it. He's got it. Just based on the number of red folks we saw him pass. That'll do it. That's not quite as quick as you can get it on this particular map, but 24 seconds is not bad at all. Because it's got a lot of ground to cover.
Wow.
Nice corner play. Really nice corner play from ID.
Yeah. And that was actually, I thought that was going to be kind of a giveaway frag. Like, what have you really gained from that? But ID's got a haste up on the board, and now he'll be wasting no time getting back over to enemy flag. He's got Cruz there with him. And in this case, you know, ID's haste might actually be working against him. He doesn't want to move in such a way that Cruz can cover him.
The RA is up. He's gone. We're going to follow ID. Oh, nice rocket here. Pair of rockets. 25 health for ID.
And he's railable.
Yeah, but this is the guy that can work with 2 health and still win.
Yeah.
He's going to double back for RA again? Yeah. Nice play. Very nice play.
This is what I like about this map.
And uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hot burn, baby! ID's got Mega as well. It's time to go. Samer can give the call and try. So he's going to probably need to switch up his route. You can see that's why he's being cautious. Whoopsie. Kind of botched that a little bit. Doubles back, and it works! Oh my god, he totally faked out whoever that was down there. His teammate's getting in the way of his rockets. And he goes down to a nail gun. Oh, that's almost offensive.
Well, you know, you walk up right next close to them, you get them in the nuts with that nail gun, that's all it takes. And it does have a pretty satisfying noise.
It does.
It's the sound Oprah makes every time she signs one of her books. Cruz is out here, but not for very long. ID's gonna be able to get the recovered though, and he's gonna be backing off. Oh my god.
Nice play.
I was actually thinking that was gonna be, okay, I'm going to go from the mid of the map all the way back to your base, take everything you have, and then come back and beat you with it.
Alright, we're gonna watch ID with haste again. How many hastes has Flawless gotten?
I don't know.
Too few.
The CTF scoreboard has not been made to match the dual scoreboard yet.
I know, sadly.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
What am I complaining about? I love the dual scoreboard. But yeah, ID, he's still that that guy sitting under everybody else, grabbing everything else.
God
and now
damn,
he's
his
out of
movement's
here.
ridiculous.
Mid is not clear. Mid is not open.
But we gotta... Oh, potential handoff. No, it looks like Samer will get it done.
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah,
Still, that was another minute burned off the clock.
Yeah, exactly. Although I am sure they're going to want that next cap to really give them that comfort zone. Flawless can make this happen and tie us up.
Like,
which I wouldn't mind seeing, to be honest. I don't really want this to be the last map between these two.
didn't IAM take the first one?
Right, which is why I want Flawless to at least tie this up, if not win it.
Gotcha. It's like, what you talk about, Grease?
Thought you wanted to see some more Quake, man. Come again? 6 minutes, what?
Got 6 minutes left to go, and GWC is... this is actually kind of weird. We've got two players playing defense, and usually that wouldn't be such a bad thing, but it must mean that mid is definitely in control of IAM. And that cannot be a good sign. Fortunately, I mean, you do have plenty of items to recover with, but without holding down the kingpin of the map.
Actually, ID's the only guy in the center right now. Oopsie.
Wow. And Swooped is calling a timeout. Nobody's 999ing.
Anyone know KGB's in jail yet? If he's in jail yet. Okay. Don't even respond to clock.
Prepare to fight. 3, 2, 1, fight.
Alright, so with everybody on Flawless in the base pretty much, at least GWC and one other dude, ID's going to have free reign to grab away the haste and set himself up here. Swooped is going to be taken down. ID's not all that well off, but he's got time. I mean, he's whistling time is on my side as he moves through the map every single time.
Yeah, I'm still a little bit puzzled why he went back to his own base first and then went forward. Interesting. That was very nice.
I just said, on his side.
Yeah. Well, apparently life isn't because he's taken out by GWC. 0-4 gonna make his way with Regen. Pretty off with his rockets.
Wow. That is a good start for him, but it's a start that will be called on down very quickly by the Tweedledum rush.
Have you been mapping lately?
Huh?
You keep saying call.
Oh, well, maybe a little.
What
Nothing
game?
serious. Quake 2, Quake 3.
Nice. Alright, anyway. We're nerds. Let's continue casting.
I'm just getting my thumbs polished up for the Brink SDK.
Yeah, dude, that would be pretty sweet. Although I can't imagine how the how everything's going to work in terms of map design for that game. It's probably all models.
And map authentication. Yeah, anyway.
Yeah, we'll see.
But again, we have rear defense going on here from 0-4 this time, but it's showing us exactly why that generally doesn't work. I mean, you can't be everywhere all the time, even if you are 0-4. But at the very least, you can prevent them from stealing your shit.
Well, yeah, but then again, you know, trying to control the shit. Oh, lag. Wait a minute. Or maybe?
What?
Actually, he is kind of high. There he goes. So ID again, controlling the haste. He will die in a nice little Gibby mess with Fleischer. At the helm, ID going straight back for that haste. And let's see what he does here on the entrance. Doesn't have a railgun, so it's not as effective as he'd like to be. Oh my god, what a nice move. Holy shit, he almost made it out. God damn, that guy is crazy.
Style. Yeah.
See, those were the kind of rocket jumps I was used to back in the Quake 3 days.
Yep.
Oh, God, that just made my heart go pitter-pat. No homo.
But Flawless is quite literally running out of time here. I mean, we really haven't seen anything change all that much. We have seen a couple players go back to play more of a dedicated defensive role. But on a map like this, that only slows things down, to be perfectly honest, for both sides.
Defense. Blue flag returned.
And so there's a lot more action happening in the bases themselves, but it's not going to get anywhere.
Yeah.
You say from across the room.
I just sat back in my chair. Yeah, you know, I kind of feel like it's been such a abnormal game. There's been very little action in the center, even on flag caps, which doesn't make any sense to me. It seems like most of the action is happening in the bases or in the corridors before mid.
Right.
And I almost feel like, you know, it's almost like a luck issue that Flawless isn't down by more caps. We got Eisencreuz taking the haste back to his own base, and he's going to self-kill. Let's see who's got this thing. 0-4.
1 minute warning.
He's wishing a regen would happen, but it doesn't really need to. You know, I think they're just gonna run the clock on this haste.
Chilling right now, yeah. Clock is raging right now, but and part of me does wonder, like, okay, they are only up by 1. A mistake here could cost them, but we've got less than a minute to make that mistake.
And it usually takes about 35 seconds to cap. So
if you're going from point A to point B, I mean, here on this map, caps are usually, you know, point A through Z.
Yeah. Twist and turn, go back here. Oh, I missed the jump pad. Try again. Yeah. So I think we can safely say IAM will be propelling themselves into the finals as they have made sure that Flawless did not live up to the namesake.
Base party.
Indeed.
Everyone's invited. All right, but that'll be it. 2-1.
Blue
I am will be
wins.
2-0ing Flawless.